Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today you are in for a treat because we have a deck that is fully about warded creatures. And you know what? Let's start with this one, I think, because this one can, get activated the faster that we play it, and because they have only 2 mana, they literally cannot remove it. So that's one of the ideas. Every single creature in the deck. Wow. That's what a great answer. But don't you worry, we have way more. So every single creature in the deck is warded, and we have also ways to punish our opponent for targeting those creatures. So even though so far they had the answer that completely goes around it, I think it might still be a bit of a problem for our opponent. So we take some damage. That's fine. And I think I know what we'll do. We will attack with Saboteur. We want to start the damage. We put the counter here because if we whale it, they don't get anything out of this. And they don't want to double block because they're losing everything. So this should be the start of something really cool. And we have creatures that you probably didn't see before, so this will be fun. What do you do? Becomes first things first. Let's go for this guy. So we remove it 100%. This one is a nice one, but kinda expensive on this creature. So we need to work for it. I think we go Saboteur. And we probably attack. They really want to tap it, right? Then they can activate the Vine Lasher. Which means that we will whale it probably. Let's go. I think we can race, honestly. They decided that they ignored the ward and just try to race. And I think we can win this. Don't forget, we also have whales, also with massive ward. Oh, there's... Can you imagine having more perfect answers than this guy? So he just killed both saboteurs with... They still needed to discard the card, so it's fine, but this is kinda hilarious. Alright, so we get rid of this guy, they will get the lander, so good for them, but it's not too much damage, and they need to decide if they want to spend the whole next turn to replay this, or And by the way, well, now they shuffle. So they kept on top, but they shuffled so they don't have it on top. So I'll take it, this should be a nice one. And here's the third Saboteur. I guess they needed to wait one more turn. Honestly, I think we go with the Whale here. This should be good enough. Whale is such a pain for them to remove. Like, because of the warding, like, they are super behind on the normal mana, so sure, they deal some damage with the Vine Lashers and try to hit your face, but they need to still go through the board at some point. Like, Lance alone won't finish this game. And especially that we killed the other one. If they had 2, maybe it would work, but not on this one. Do you think our opponent will stop having answer to every play we make for the last 5 turns? It's fine. I expected that there might be one more removal, but I'll be honest, I don't think there should be more than one. So we are going for this whale. We have ways to still save a creature, but we actually didn't draw it. So a little bit, on the rough side here, but with whales you have natural card advantage, so you can remove creatures and do something more. Nope, that's not how it works, my friends. Just an an honest misplay here. But you know what? I think we start with this guy, so we can start untapping it, and even though our opponent can hit once, I think we can tank one hit, and when we activate it, it will be better. Our opponent did not see this card. They are reading, and they will realize that they cannot do anything to this one. So man, this will be rough. It's so hard to fight those meta decks, because with 3 years in Standard and so many sets, the best of the best decks have so many synergies that it's close to like it's way closer to historic than it was before. So when you make a deck, it's just so hard to fight against it, man. But we are trying. We have the whale. So every turn, don't forget, we are basically getting in a way like 2 mana because we remove the stun counter. That's why we want to, this to chill as quickly as possible. If they want to pump the Hired Crow more, then we remove it. Let's see if they want to go for damage. I really want them to pump. They could not resist. And that's how we regain the control over the game. I wonder if they even want to draw it. Like at this point it's too slow. They probably don't even want to have it at this point. So I think we go for more pain. Yeah, more pain seems amazing against red. Because I think we need to use this turn to set up the future. Because with this we can start drawing cards forever. And once we untap, those creatures are protected for the rest of the game. We can start playing lands, we can plot removal, and basically get extra cards. We already know that we can get rid of the challenger. This might be potentially the last big hit we will get. We can even plot this, man. But I think we wait a little bit, because we can go trajectory. This is a perfect hit. And this goes to Nemesis when they play the Nemesis. And then we can untap this at the end step, if they don't do anything. And we can, you know, just show our domination with a 3-mana 1/1 that is trying to, you know, find himself in the world, in life, and draw cards at the same time. So let's see. Our opponent has a pickle. They need to like actually go through our board, and this fairy will be super impactful right now. And we can even get a free, man, we will get a free block. Do you know they know what oh, they are reading? We can untap it for 2 mana, which means we can block. So yeah, this is fun interaction. So we could just kill the Slick Shot and free some mana for the future, but I don't think we need to. Okay, this is perfect. See, we can plot this. That's why we played the card. And now we know that we'll draw a land on the next turn. And now we can just chill. And you know what? We can even attack. Because with Shore Up, we can untap everything. You know what? This is better. I kid you not, this is way better. Because when we use Shoot the Sheriff that we plotted, we are getting so ahead. And this could be Nemesis. This is the first turn when they can play Nemesis. And obviously this is one of the most annoying cards. The problem for our opponent is, if they play it, they cannot burn us and prevent any life gain. And they're going for Hired Claw. Okay. Interesting. They need to start dishing some damage. The Scapegoat. Suspect this one. Whenever creatures enter, if this is so they can prevent us from blocking. This is so funny. All right. This creature is kinda sus, you know. Not gonna lie. Oh boy, this can get messy. Because they want to, of course, make this not being able to block their Slick Shot. That's the play. But let's see what they can do. Alright, Bolt Wave. Painful. We cannot counter those spells, so we need to tank them. Let's see the swing. Oh man, they're really going for it. So we can double block. Okay, how do we do it? I can shoot the Sheriff this, or we can just block it. I could even double Shore Up, basically, and kill all... No, this has Menace, right? Yeah, this has Menace. That's a bit of a problem. You know what? This is actually a hard choice here. I could double block and then shoot the Sheriff this. Or just block it for free. I think we take 1 damage. I think that's the play. We go for this play. This one gets a +1/+1. Now we can block this. And we take just 1 damage. But we solved the problem for now. Man, that was painful. Oh, this is... Okay, we need to make this work. This is the play. Yeah, they can deal 1 damage by attacking this. I think we want this. They really want to get rid of this creature, and they cannot target it because of the warding. So this should be as good as it gets. We can go Saboteur and still play all the other creatures. We need to still draw a land before this triggers. So we have like at least 2 turns before it matters. And we kind of want to kill them at some point. So let's attack with this guy. We can always untap it, or we can just go shoot the sheriff and untap it for 1 mana. So then we don't need 4. Man, can you imagine a closer game against one of the best decks right now? Mono red, even after bounce, is just so incredibly strong, man. Especially in this boards version, but even like the mono red version, it's just super strong and consistent. So let's see if we can win. We have 8 life and we don't want to go lower. This card will let us to, you know, start getting ahead in the life total, and this is how we will win, I hope. But we have a long way to go. Yeah, I mean, our opponent is the GOAT. This is the card I didn't want to see, but we're prepared, so that's the good part. Let's see the swing. Is that everything? I think there is an argument to attack with the Hired Crow, especially that we have 1 toughness blockers. So it's not super easy to block this. Oh, unless they attack only this, which is... Well, that's a weird one. This has 5 toughness. Okay, that's better. That's how they should attack. This 1 damage is not amazing, but we cannot do anything about it. We have to kill Nemesis like this. And we can either trade, or we can untap and get a little bit extra value. One of the two. One of the two. I think we don't need to fear. This is a nice surprise thing, you know? But I think we just go for this. This should be like good enough. We choose blockers, we sweep the board basically. As you can see, we are fighting through those creatures, and we know that if we pay 2 life, we can play this on the next turn. We have the Reef. Our opponent is oopsing. I don't know exactly why, but I'll take the oopsie, you know? We can untap the fairy, so we should be fine here. 7 damage. We couldn't leave on this turn. We could deal 5 more. So that means that our opponent needs to finish the game. Maybe we won't even need the Vein Reaper, you know? I thought that we will have to use this creature to win the game, but maybe we won't. And I don't want to pay this. This is like, oh, we don't want to pay 2 and go to 5 because they might have enough burn. Man, maybe they are just, you know, being nice. Maybe that's the play. They obviously have something. Oh, is that the play? I love it. If I could discard every single card, just losing those creatures, I would love it. So this is good for us. Frenzy is a strong card. And Burst Lightning is also an amazing card, so I'm really happy with this trade. We can just chill. With 1 card, maybe you just go Vein Reaper. If we go with everything, it's 4-8 damage. Not lethal. I cannot plot. Man, we drew the opposite. I want this on this turn and this later or never. So we could go Vein Reaper, but they might not attack with a creature. That's the problem. So I think we go like this. I think it's better. It's basically 1 trigger, because the draws are a little bit unfortunate here. And we want to keep the Reef. I think this is the play. We get them to 6, and this game could not be closer, honestly. Oh boy, let's see. 2 cards, one of them is random, don't forget, and one is from before. They are planning to do something with it. It was Bolt Wave. Okay. That's a ton of damage. But if they attack, we can kill them, so... Wait, I think they are dead if they attack like this. Huh. We can block. Yeah, this is game. Thanks. I don't think they should attack like this. I could also kill the other thing, but we don't need to. Because this is already a 1 game, and we didn't need the Reaper, you know? I'll take the win. That was an interesting attack by our opponent. I think they should leave the Hired Crow maybe, but yeah, so our opponent was trying to be nice. I appreciate it, Tom. Man, this game could not be closer. -1 to 2. Alright, we're going first. This could get interesting very quickly. We go for this. The faster you play it, the faster it's ready to attack. We have plotting with the loss on the range, and we have already removal, which is really nice. We can start untapping. Yeah, let's see what the matchup is. It feels like maybe a control deck, but we'll see. Oh, maybe mono white? That's a bit of a rare deck, but it's been around. It's very powerful, or you know, honestly. So we could try to get this. Yeah, I really want to get it going, you know? Especially that our opponent cannot kill it on this turn because of Ward 2, which means that very likely we'll get at least one card. No, no you can't. You have your Get Lost, but everything is warded. Our creatures are safe. I need to have something that protects a creature. That's the play. That's what I need here. And we can go into this card, so we can, you know, just get a little bit more stuff when we target something. Right Sand doesn't really work, does it? And this is probably Gearhulk. Man, this will be great. This will absolutely be glorious. So we can start attacking, pushing damage. And our opponent has removal, but they cannot cast it. Like, normally they would just remove it and they would be fine, but not against this deck. And let's plot. 3 cards are free. Man, I love mechanic like plotting. It's just so fun, except on the slick shot, you know, that's a little bit different. And our opponent did not hit the lands that they wanted. They didn't play the carrot cake before, so either they drew it or they, you know, something went wrong. And we can continue playing 3 spells every turn. So let's plot this one for future. Oh my god, this will be massive. This will actually be massive. And you know what? Let's help our opponent to hit stuff. I'm feeling generous. Let's go. I'm not surprised they took it. This is so much stuff. I think we go Ultima. No, I think it's Ultima, because it goes around all the warding. So we will help them to hit what they really need. Let's get rid of this. And we can start already pressuring. I'm really excited for this one, because this discards cards at random. So if we get any kind of protection spells, this can get wild very quickly. They hit the land. You know, we are not pushing super much damage yet. So if they remove Gearhulk somehow, it has Ward 1, so it can be killed with Get Lost. That's probably their first target. And they can recover with Cake, so from their position, it's still fine. Like, they're very behind, but they can make it work. But the fact that our creatures punish mana, like, that's the real problem. This is so hard for them to recover. So what can we do here? We will definitely plot this. We want to get as many cards as we can here. And I'll be honest, I think we'll just swing here. And let's see if our opponent wants to activate this. Because then we can play this for free. Yeah, they're going for it. That's fine, that's fine. That means we will be fighting here. They will probably hit a land, play Gisa, draw more cards maybe even. Probably not, I guess they have a lot. Yeah, they should block. But we have a free one from the last turn. So we can replay it immediately, and as you can see, they realize that it doesn't even get them ahead. They need to buy time, and this is the best way to do it. So I could even go Saboteur, because they cannot sweep on the next turn, and this one has Menace. So you know what? I think this is the play. We plotted this on this turn, so we cannot activate it. Alright, this is a powerful board, so they basically cannot really remove anything without suffering a lot. Tapped. Well, this one is untapped. What a weird interaction. By the way, the fact that they drew it is incredible. I did not expect to play around it. So, we can swing for 7 damage already. We want to make sure that we can win the game on the next turn. So let's play this guy and start plotting again. Yes, plot, land on the next turn. Let's swing. I tell you, those words are making such a problem. They have answers in the hand. They have 2 removal spells, and they cannot cast them on anything. Except, I guess, Saboteur, but then they need to discard. Alright, this could be a very nice start. Do we already want to go for Saboteur? No. We want to go for the Reef, play Saboteur with a Spell Pierce or Shore Up. Because we want to hit this sweet, sweet card advantage. Let's go. Let's go. And we can already start pressuring. On the next turn, we can go for this guy. That also will get protected. And then we can start plotting. So this could be no. chill, bro. Please, please, please. Like, play game along us, all right? Just play one creature. You know, just do the fun thing. Let's go. What are you? You are this, right? Aren't you? Yeah. This sounds like exactly the card. So let's see. We will do it. This is actually okay, kinda. We can start pressuring them, and we need to protect our creatures because we need to win the game. This is like our main power. This is card advantage, this is damage, and potentially card advantage if they start targeting it. Thank you. Can you please name the target? They only have one. It has to be Saboteur because they cannot pay the word on this one. Thank you. Can you discard a card? This is so fun. It's just 1 mana. Alright. Nope. It's still here. It's still here. Now Hexproof. They lost 2 cards. They got absolutely nothing. It was full turn, 2 cards. Authority. Authority is very strong card here. Do we want to plot? I think we plotted just to get, you know, basically more card advantage. Because we can use it on the future turns and still get more stuff. Yeah, I think we just need to get as many cards as we can here. And let's go for the Reef. We cannot play anything here. And let's think. That's a lot of damage, but we didn't, you know, add to the board too much. This can pump a little bit of extra damage, but the point is that you get the next card, basically. And let's see. This seems to be, of course, like the Synthesizer deck so far, with Authority. So let's see how many Synthesizers they will hit. Well, that's a really nice hit. Oh boy, can we beat it? I think we have double trajectory. There is a chance that we'll just go all in and try to kill them on the next turn. Reef doesn't get tapped with Authority, and that's probably how we need to play this. Land from the top, man. You cannot believe how many times I have land when I have this guy in the board. But we can still, I think, make it work. Let's play land. If we go for the Reef, it's what? We have 1 mana only. 1 mana. I cannot do much here. So, okay, let's go. First, we definitely go with this. We want to pump all the man, I think I can do it. This is look, this is the interaction you never thought you will ever see in your life. I can take mana from this because it's a land. This is incredible. Oh man, so I can have mana for all the spells now. But I cannot kill this. I can only lower the damage. So we will play 1. And I can shore up this guy for maximum damage, right? But we can do it after it's... no. This is sorcery, it's plotted. I would love to get 1 more. Man, we are so close to killing it, but we are not killing it. So we have to swing all. We want to mill them, I believe. Oh, I forgot about this counter, to be honest. But it's fine, it doesn't matter. Okay, because we want to mill synthesizers and snares so they cannot find them. We need to finish the game on the next turn. Wait, what? Okay. That means I can kill the construct because the permanent left. Like, I can now go for the Saboteur. They get 1 life, but now they need 5 different blockers. Maybe they can do it. They probably want to hit the Star Cage. Oh, I thought they will have to go for Repurposing Bay. I guess they just had it. Okay, but this is just 1 construct. And they cannot go for... Fire Crystal doesn't kill us yet. And they cannot go for the Reefs, so they need to keep the construct going. We know that the top deck is just bad. A little bit on the rough side here. We definitely play a land. Alright guys, let's go. I think we will be out by single point of damage. I will still keep, getting rid of their library. Because if you hit, for example, 3 synthesizers or a crystal, they cannot search for them. But that's the problem. Now they will I needed those saboteurs, man, but the Star Cage is of course so strong. And because they had in the hand, they could also play another card. So now they can sacrifice this and get a 3-drop like Synthesizer. Or they're going for the Crystal already, it seems. Simulacrum? Okay. That's the card you don't usually play in this deck, but you know, if you are so ahead, it still works. Yeah, I honestly think this might be so hard to finish. We also have fairies, so we have flyers. But it probably will take too long to get there. We are stationing. Well, with those rows there is no chance. If we drew Trajectory, we could kill this, activate the Reef and kill them. So we had draws that win the game here. But we just didn't get them. I think that we will attack once. But I think that's it. After this turn we were too far behind. So, you know guys, I think it was pretty nice anyway. Let's attack. We try to mill them a little bit. It won't really matter at this point. They will block with Simulacrum, draw a card, maybe even activate Relic so they can tap it. Or just sacrifice it so they can take, you know, Synthesizer, maybe Crystal if they have 3-drop, something like this. So they should, at this point, they should stabilize and win the game. So we missed the window by a single point of damage, I think. I wonder if I could play it differently so we get more damage. Those shenanigans, maybe I need that... No, because if I pump the Saboteur that couldn't be blocked, then I would lose the Reef. But maybe it was worth it because I have so many Reefs and I will never activate 2. So maybe I should go for this play and maybe that was the remaining damage. You can tell me in the comments, but I think we really tried, man. I will play one more turn because maybe there's like some miracle. Maybe we go Fairy. They cannot kill us in one turn. I don't know. I'm just, you know, I'm just scraping the bottom of the barrel with those plays. So we will see one more card. But to be honest, those 2 lands from the top kinda completely destroyed our tempo. Like, we needed to push more and more until they cannot handle it, and instead we just, oh, I'll pass the turn, I do nothing for 2 turns. Obviously that doesn't help. So yeah, this is like the last turn we have. I don't think we can deal directly damage, so we need to play Flyer, which means that we need to defend this push, so I don't think there's anything we can do to recover. But I really hope you enjoyed. This was hard deck to... Man, this card on the last turn, I think would win the game. I really think so, right? Because we would kill the Simulacrum, they had 2 mana, we attack with Reef and we win. Well, I'll give him good game. Man, that could not be closer, but I hope you had fun. we are trying to find the best decks with some absolute shenanigans. And shenanigans there were, and some of you already left comment, or maybe even 2, and we need to talk about this last game, because I watched it while editing, and I realized that we had, during one of the turns, moment when I played the tap land, and I had this on top of my library, and I had this guy with a name, that this guy definitely has a name. So I could play untapped land instead and then plot it. In my mind it was like, there's no target for removal, so there is no point in playing card from the top. But it wasn't playing card, it was plotting. That means I could be 1 draw ahead for the rest of the game. I would have to play a tap land, so I don't know if that would change something on one of the remaining turns, but if we had the last trajectory exactly 1 turn later, I think there is a chance that this untapped land could forward us by single 1 card, and that would win the game. So I think we could win this, and I think I made another misplay on something. I don't remember what that was. I think there was something more. You will definitely tell me in the comments, I bet. So yeah, this was an interesting game, and guys, just to be clear, this is fully for fun deck. This is very hard to fight against the best decks, the meta decks, so I don't recommend crafting it. I did it. As you can see, I actually don't have mythic wildcards because the last ones went on 2 of them, because I was testing 2 of them and then I switched 1 of them. So this is the card I was kind of excited. It's not strong, but discarding at random is such a cool ability, so I wanted to give it a fair try. But I hope, guys, that I took all the pain and gave you all the coolest, most fun games so you can enjoy some new shenanigans in Magic. Don't craft it because it's ton of wildcards and it's very hard to make it work. But I hope you enjoyed. If you appreciate this sacrifice. Like and subscribe, maybe even check the Patreon. It all helps a ton and makes my day much happier after seeing all the meta decks and trying to fight them with a 3-mana 1/1. But this card is so cool. Like, drawing cards every turn is just, my jam. So, hope you enjoyed. Thank you to all the patrons that were nice enough to support our content so we can continue making the craziest of ideas that I will ever have and try to get them to work in Mythic Ladder. So, thank you guys so much. Hope you had great fun and see you tomorrow. With